Sir, I'm N.N. Ray. Thanks for your excellent presentation. One question coming to my mind. Do we have any microbial treatment for the treatment of heavy metals, which are there either drill cuttings or in the oil or oil converted soils?
So heavy metals will not be degraded because the microbes will not get energy out of this degradation. But these microbes, they can either they can reduce these metals or they can oxidize these metals. So they change from one form to another form. So basically they change the toxicity level. Like uranium-6 is a toxic. So these microbes, they convert into uranium-4, which is not a water soluble and which is not a toxic. So like that, these microbes can do this either oxidation or reduction of heavy metal, but they will not able to completely degrade the heavy metals. So this is the things that, but in this type of soil, there was not much heavy metal contamination. But in drill cutting and this, so what we do, so first remove the hydrocarbon portion. After that, there are some plants like mustard. We grow them in the treated soil. So they uptake these metals. It will come in the biomass of plant. We uproot, burn this biomass, and you will have a small ash. The metal will come in that, and that can handle safely. So like that, we can collect, concentrate these metals. That is the only practical feasible method of metal treatment. Otherwise, there is no other solution. Another solution maybe you can immobilize them, make them solidification, make some like calcium carbonate or something and stabilize them. That is the another way by tackling the metal problem.
Good evening, sir. It was very nice presentation, and we learned a lot about the new things, and a lot of hard work goes in all these restoration and other product creation. Just would like to correlate with the Indian Coast Guard came with new inventory requirement, that is 2,000 liter of, in our case, 2,000 liter of bioremediation. Just they have written bioremediation. So, and one or two vendor is approved. Frankly speaking, we have not added as of yet. Now we have yet not purchased it. But how means these or other product, what they have included is how the correlation is. Just would like to know.
So as you know that the shelf life of these microbes is very less, so we can't store them, you can't keep them. Their shelf life is 3 months, 2 months, depending on the type of strain. But you can have sort of a arrangement with the party. They are having facility. Like we have facility in one night we can produce 20 tons. We are going to expand this facility up to 50 tons per night we can produce. So some sort of arrangement can be made where they have the facility and quickly on the short notice they can be produced in bulk. That type of arrangement can be done.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I'm Alamgir from BPCL Kochi Refinery, and we have a, sir here. Sir, we have an issue with the microbial induced corrosion. Do you have any remedy, any suggestions? That's mainly sulfur-reducing bacteria, SRB.
So he is asking that this microbial-induced corrosion is a problem, and how we can deal this microbial-induced corrosion. And this microbial-induced corrosion is caused by a bacteria known as sulfate-reducing bacteria. They reduce sulfate to sulfide, and then that will create a corrosion. And these microbes are very, very robust and notorious microbes. So once they will contaminate either reservoir or pipeline, it's very difficult to deal. It's like a tuberculosis. So very difficult these microbes. We also have a culture of these microbes in our laboratory, and they change their stability. Their aim is to survive. So whatever biocide and chemical we give, they over a period of time, they will try to develop resistance of that. So their aim is to survive. Very difficult to kill them. And another protection mechanism, what they produce a polymer, which is a slimy. So they will bury it below this, they will make like a bunker, protect themselves. So all biocide will not able to reach them, they can able to save. So this is the problem that these microbes they are creating. We got a new genera of these microbes from Hut line, from Bombay High to Uran.
I'll add on to this.
Hut and mutt lion, new genera which was not reported anywhere, and we culture them, deposited in various culture collection. So generally people say that we have to design the biocide and we have to give this multiple of biocide. After every 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, you have to change, give another biocide. So they will not able to develop the protection mechanism against one particular biocide. So this type of things can be done. But I think, as I think somebody mentioned, the prevention is better than cure. So don't allow these corrosion-causing microbes to establish themselves and make these bunkers. Once they will make this slimy layer, then very difficult. Even pigging will not able to remove them.
Dr. Banwarilal, I would just like to add on to this. His question is regarding what Dr. Banwarilal has talked, that is about the benefits, beneficiary bacteria, and you want to develop them more. What you are talking is SRB, that is the obnoxious species, which hampers your operations. For that, your aim is not to allow them to grow, or if they are growing, to kill them, so that these SRB do not develop. And there are different mechanisms. First is they are deoxygenated condition, they develop. So your condition is if aerobic, then these bacteria are discouraged to develop. Here what we are doing, we are taking the advantage of the microbes to convert this hydrocarbon into the carbon dioxide and water, as Dr. Banwarilal has said. So these two are the two different things we are talking. One is microbial corrosion and one is bioremediation.
Because he is an expert, I just asked any suggestion.
So there are 5,000 species, like human beings, we are different individuals. So bacteria also, each bacteria have different application. Some of them are useful, some of them are notorious. So like our gut is a zoo of microbes. Many
So
of them
any
are very, very
microbe-
useful. So similarly in the oil reservoir also similar.
Any microbe that kill this microbe, any virus application?
Yes, nitrogenous microbes, if they are developed, they discourage the SRB because of the preferential intake of sulfur. That is a mechanism of preferential intake of
Okay. Clear.
electronic negative charge. So that way, if nitroxious bacteria is allowed to develop, then SRB growth automatically diminishes.
Yeah. And they grow in anaerobic condition when oxygen is not there. Once the oxygen air is there, they will not able to grow. So better to kill them. Oxygen is also another way. But in pipeline, you can't provide oxygen.
A hydrocarbon pipeline, sir.
Yeah.
See, this is hydrocarbon degrading bacteria, and SRB develops totally depending upon the sulfur content along with the other carbon sources. So for SRB, any carbon source will work. But in this case, only hydrocarbon is the feed where they develop.
Okay, thank you very much.
We can discuss later on after this during tea time. If you have any other questions, we will discuss.
Responsible cultures to be incorporated in all levels, from the small communities where the industry operates and throughout their global businesses. Oil Spill India 2022 levels, from the small communities where the industry operates and throughout their global businesses. Oil Spill